Hey folks, we're going to be taking a look at complex sentences, and this video is actually going to be divided into two parts to make it a little more digestible for you. As we're looking at complex sentences in this first video, we're going to have three goals. You're going to be able to name the three things that make up a complex sentence, and then you'll be able to identify examples of complex sentences, and you'll be able to identify dependent and independent clauses. So as we're doing this, you're going to need either a pencil and paper, which scratch paper, you're not going to be turning it in, or just open up a blank document in another tab. All right, first off, what is a complete sentence? Complete sentences is made up of three things. Excuse me, a complex sentence. What is a complex sentence? It's made up of an independent clause, a dependent clause, and a subordinating conjunction. Now, you might not know what these are yet, but these are the three things that they're made up of. So let's look at what they are. What the heck is it as an independent clause? Now, if somebody is living independently, they're living by themselves. And that's exactly what an independent clause is. It's a simple sentence, or it's a complete sentence. It, in this case, is a part of a complex sentence, but it's the part that can live by itself. So that's just it. It's just a simple sentence. Now, what the heck is a dependent clause? If you are dependent on someone, you can't do it by yourself. You can't live on your own. So a dependent clause, it's one of those other kinds of sentence fragments that we've been talking about, where you look at it and you're like, well, it has a subject and a predicate, but this word is making it not a complete thought. While he never eats sushi. After I got home from school. If you study for the test. Okay, these are all thoughts, but they're not complete sentences because they need something else. If you study for the test, what? After you got home from school, what? While he never eats sushi, what? And then what the heck is the subordinating conjunction? It is a big fancy word for those words that make it a fragment, even though it has a subject and a predicate. So basically, here's a kind of a list of them. But they're words that let you know that, okay, this is a dependent clause. This is a part of the sentence that can't live by itself. So we know it's the dependent clause. Let's look at two examples of complex sentences. While he doesn't speak Polish, he identifies as Polish American. All right, this first part, I see it's got this word while. While he doesn't speak Polish, well, I know that while is the subordinating conjunction. So that means that while he doesn't speak Polish, because it can't live by itself, is the dependent clause. He identifies as Polish American. If this needed to, it could live by itself. It could stand on its own. It's independent. So it is the independent clause. So dependent clause plus independent clause plus subordinating conjunction equal complex sentence. All right, this next one is written in a bit of a different order. I didn't know I'm part French because I had never done my research. Now, there isn't a handy-dandy comma to help you know where to separate this one out, so you kind of have to use the words as the clue. Because I had never done my research. Because, in this case, is the subordinating conjunction. Because I'd never done my research, what? That's the subordinating conjunction. This is a dependent clause. And then we've got, I didn't know I'm part French. This actually isn't a simple sentence, but it is a sentence that could stand on its own. So this is the independent clause. All right, what you're going to do right now is a little bit of practice. So all I want you to do on your piece of paper, and feel free to pause the video if you need more time, is just write down the numbers of the sentences that are complex. All right, there are 5 of them. Which ones are complex? Just write down the numbers. All right, I'm going to put the answers up. All of them are complex except for soccer is a difficult, high-intensity sport. There's only one verb. Is the only verb, so this one is a simple sentence even though it's got a comma. All right. Let's practice again, and I'm going to put up a series of 4 complex sentences, and in each one, I want you to write out the sentence and then identify the dependent and independent clauses. After I discovered my love for writing, my life changed. I never realized how important family is to me until I lost my grandmother. If you really love doing something, it becomes an important part of who you are. Wherever I go, I keep my friends with me in my heart. Pause the video and identify the dependent and independent clauses. Pause it now. All right, let's check. And I'm going to have the dependent clauses in red and the independent clauses in blue. Okay, if you had difficulty with this, come and talk to one of your teachers and we can help you out. And we have some extra practice that you can do so that you don't have a difficult time when you're taking the test. Thanks, and I'll see you for part 2 very soon.